Well, there's 11 painted turtles on the log there, and then there's Barra's goldeneye, mallard and widgeon on the water, and violet green swallows flying about.
This is Twin Lakes Ranch, 2,000 acres of prime land acquired recently by the Nature Trust of British Columbia. Doug Christopher is chair of the Nature Trust and points out the significance of this property.
A lot of the land in the area has been conserved, and this was a big piece that sort of serves as a corridor and connects these other pieces together. So it kind of has been one that's been on the priority list for quite a long time. This area and Okanagan grasslands in particular came out at the very, very top of the conservation priorities. And so you create priorities for the province, and this one was right at the top because of the grassland habitats, and some of the different species are at risk on this property.
The thing about ranch lands in general is for one, they're large pieces of land, which is very critical for conservation. Wildlife corridors, sheer number of species that you're gonna protect by purchasing a piece of land. And another thing about ranch lands is that they often have many different habitat types on them, because for the ranch you have to have water, you have to have grass. Often there's going to be coniferous trees and rugged terrain, which are some of the more important habitats in the South Okanagan, particularly the grassland habitats, and wetlands are disappearing everywhere. So one of the magical things about the White Lake Basin and the Twin Lakes Ranch is that it's got all four of these habitat types in close proximity to one another. And so you've got all the rare species and the common species, which are just as important, that use each of these habitat types, but then you've got all these other ones that use more than one habitat type during their life cycle. So we're able to merge a lot of these habitat types into one conservation package.
As part of the Meadowlark Nature Festival, a number of wildlife enthusiasts came out to set foot on this newly acquired public land.
It's gorgeous and so important that it's now kept for future generations and for the enjoyment of everybody in this area and for visitors.
Really, without organizations like Nature Trust, this land would have been lost. It would have stayed as private land and be open to just a few people. You know, forget about our towns and cities, and you look around here and realize that this is what we need to preserve, not buildings.
Over the next year we'll be producing a management plan for the property, and that'll determine which areas are open to the public, and my anticipation would be that the vast majority of it would be open to the general public for recreation. Foot access only is the way we do Nature Trust properties. So it will be open to naturalist clubs for hiking, bird watchers, just general nature enthusiasts, as well as hunters and anglers who want to use the property. And yeah, it's a wonderful multi-use property for folks.
Gorgeous.
I feel great. I grew up just down the road from here, and I've been involved with the Nature Trust for the past 15 years, and I'm just ecstatic about the property. It's my old stomping grounds when I was growing up in the region, and couldn't be happier to be involved with such a fantastic purchase.
For more information, contact the Nature Trust of British Columbia. At Twin Lakes Ranch in the South Okanagan, this is Wayne McDougall reporting for Shaw TV.